5 chambered 9mm. If you haven't seen this gun, it's got my logo on it. It's super sweet. We didn't really do much anything to the door. Didn't even put a dent in it. All right, the 9mm didn't do much, so let's try 10mm. This is a Chris Vector 10mm. This is actually a pistol, and it's got the pistol stabilizing arm brace that is side folding. It's pretty sweet, and we have 33 round mags. We're gonna be loaded up with just 3 rounds of Underwood ammo, 10mm, 155 grain full metal jackets. I don't think I hit, no I did, I hit really high. All right, now low. That's all over the place. I gotta get this thing sighted in. Regardless, that's pretty sweet. Okay, well, we've got a hit here, one here, and one here. This actually has a little bit of a dent, and the 9mm, it didn't dent it at all. Okay, we did 9mm and 10mm. Now we're gonna do 45, and we're gonna use this Auto Ordnance Tommy gun that is chrome plated. It is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I think it's too pretty to shoot, but we are gonna shoot it. I couldn't tell where I was hitting from back there, but I'm not used to those sights, but we did hit the safe here. All right, next we're gonna use the Desert Eagle, and we're gonna be loaded up with some Buffalo Bore 50 AE 350 grain full metal jackets. Oh my gosh. 2 rounds. Let's go check it out. Well, you can definitely tell which ones are the Desert Eagle hits. So this was 10mm, and this is the 50 AE. And there's a pretty good dent there. Okay, the Desert Eagle put some pretty big dents in that safe, so now we're gonna need to step it up a little more with the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. This is a Smith & Wesson Performance Center with a 10.5-inch barrel, and we're gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo, 440 grain hard cast. Woo! That's a lot more kick. Okay, so we managed to get both shots right next to each other, and there's a big difference between these 2 dents and the 2 from the Desert Eagle. Okay, I'm sure most of you have seen a Desert Eagle and you've seen a 500 Magnum, but now we're gonna shoot it with something some of you may not have seen before. This is a Magnum Research BFR. It's got a 10-inch barrel, and this is chambered in 450 Marlin. This is ridiculous. This is a Buffalo Bore 400 grain full metal jacket. Let's see what kind of dent we put in the safe with this. Oh my goodness. So ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Well, I thought that was gonna put a bigger dent in the safe than the 500 Magnum, but I was wrong. There's one hit, and you can see there's a big difference between the 500 Magnum and where the 450 Marlin hit. And then here's our second hit, and there's actually some of the jacket pushed into the safe. Okay, that's gonna finish up the pistol calibers. Now we're gonna move on to some rifles. So we've got an AR-15 chambered in 5.56, and we're topped off with a Yankee Hill Phantom suppressor. This rifle is capable of full auto. Now we're not gonna blast it full auto just yet. We're just gonna shoot it like twice, and towards the end, we'll do some mag dumps. Well, I figured that that was gonna shoot right through that safe, but it did not. We got some pretty good dents, but we still have not made it through the door. Okay, we shot the safe with the AR-15 and we did not make it through it, so now we're gonna try the AK-47. And yes, this one is also full auto. If you watch Full Auto Fridays, you already know that. But we're not gonna chew it up just yet. We're just gonna shoot it twice and see what we do. I really thought the AK was gonna make it through, but it did not. We got some pretty big craters in there. I would say that's the deepest we've made it into the safe yet. 5.56 didn't make it through the safe, and neither did 7.62 by 39. So now we're gonna step it up to 308. We have an FN Scar 17, and we're topped off with a Yankee Hill Nitro 30 suppressor. This thing is just absolutely ridiculous. Man, man, that's pretty quiet with that suppressor on. Well, it looks like we finally made it through the safe. We have 2 holes from the 308. See if she opens. Oh yeah. So we've got a hole here, and should be a hole through here. We just can't see it because of these bags, but did it come through? Yeah, there's a hole right there, so there should be. No, it looks like that one, this 308 round stopped, and then this one came all the way through. There's the bullet right there. Oh, that's hot. The 308 made it through the door, but I want to try to make it through the whole safe. So we have a Serbu BFG 50A, and we're going to be loaded up with a pure incendiary round, actually 2 of these, and we're going to see if we can cut through that whole safe. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Well, I think we hit our lock. It came back up here at us. All right, so we took 2 shots. Our first hit is right here, and I'm sure you saw the big flash, and you can see where it burned this handle. And then our second shot, we actually hit the lock, and it flew all the way back there, about 50 yards back, and rolled up next to us. So it's a good thing we had some distance in between us. I'm wondering if this thing will still open. We don't have a hole in the back. I figure it would have went all the way through, but it didn't. So I guess next we're gonna have to hit it with an armor-piercing incendiary tracer and see if that'll go all the way through. But first, let's see if it'll open. I don't need the keys anymore because we blew through the lock. Like I said, it was unlocked. So, oh. Nope. Nope, that ain't. Yeah, we broke something because that's just loose, but I can hear the bolts aren't moving. So it's locked up. So I'm really surprised we didn't make it through the safe, so we're gonna try one more time, and this time we have an armor-piercing incendiary tracer and an armor-piercing incendiary round. It is smoking. It's coming out from around the hinges. Did we make it through though? So we made it through that time. Both times they came through sideways, but we did make it through the safe. So on a day like today when I'm filming and I have several rifles out with me, I don't want to lay them on the ground and I don't want to put them in and out of gun cases. It takes too long. Hold Up Displays was nice enough to send this over to me. It's super handy, so if you got a minute, be sure and check them out. I bet we made it through that time. Well, the Full Metal Jackets did a pretty good job too. We got a hole here, there's a hole there, a hole there. And it looks like this one tried to come out, but just didn't have enough. Okay, so we made it through the safe with the 50, so now we're gonna chew it up with our full autos. We're gonna start out with the AR-15, then we're gonna hit it with the AK-47. Now let's hit it with the AK. Well, we hit it with 30 rounds of 5.56 and 30 rounds of 7.62 by 39, and it doesn't look like any of them made it through the front door. We just made a lot of dents. We've done a pretty good job at beating up this safe. We lit it on fire, we've shot it. Well, when we shot it, we locked up the door. We can't get back into the safe. Well, I really want to get in there, so what we're gonna do now is try to rip the safe in half. I thought, well, we could just try to rip the door off, but let's do things a little differently. So we've cut 4 holes in this safe, 2 on the back and 2 towards the front. We've run 2 lengths of chain through it. We're gonna tie it to a tractor and see if we can rip this thing open like a sardine can.